Welcome to the Morning Swim Show for Thursday, March 1st, 2012. I'm your host, Peter Bush, in the Phoenix Monitor today. We'll talk to TimWise. He's the head swim coach of the men's team at Yale University. His guys just ranked #1 in GPA of all Division I swim teams, according to the College Swim Coaches Association. TimWise joins us right now in the Phoenix Monitor from New Haven, Connecticut. Coach, welcome to the Morning Swim Show. How are you?
I'm well, thanks. Thanks for having me.
So 3.59 GPA from the team. That's pretty impressive even for Yale.
That was very impressive even for Yale.
We talked to McGee Moody from the University of South Carolina for yesterday's show. His women received the honor on the women's side. He attributed the success to changes that were made in kind of the study hall at his school. Anything that you can attribute this success to?
Specifically, no. I think it's just a cumulative effort of trying to hold the guys a little more accountable to why they're here, to get a good education and to try to swim pretty fast.
You know, at Yale, obviously you don't get in unless you're smart, but it's still, the classes are relatively more difficult probably in a lot of ways. So, you know, is it tough for them to push themselves and accomplish all of the things that are on their plate there?
It's, you know, I think what college is one big session in time management. And you know, these guys really aren't any different, I don't believe, than anybody else. My assistant coach and I were joking the other day that, you know, we're kind of resting for our meet right now, and they were jumping around, a little active, a little excited. And we looked at each other and said, you know, these guys are the guys with the top GPA in the nation. So we kind of laughed at that. I think they just really have to, you know, buckle down and manage their time to a greater degree, whether it's here or at the state university of someplace. Every kid faces the same challenges.
You guys have your conference meet this weekend, right, down in Princeton?
Right.
Tell us about the team this year and who are some of the swimmers to watch for.
The team is improved quite a bit this year. We've been trying to do a little better job the last couple of years. This is my second year as the head coach, and last year we were 2-8 in dual meets and 4th at the conference meet. And this year we were 6-2 in dual meets, and we're hoping to improve on that at the conference meet. We've got a small group of guys in the upper classes. We've only got 8 upperclassmen on the team, and so that leaves us with about 19 or 20 underclassmen. So it's a relatively young group, you know, dominated by the freshmen and sophomores that really don't know any better.
You know, one of the best swimmers, obviously, you've had at Yale in the 14 years you've been there, Arizona guy Alex Riggi.
Right.
Became one of the best sprinters in college while he was there. Is it getting harder and harder to attract kids of that level talent to your school?
You know, Riggi's an interesting case. We've got a woman on the women's side right now who is relatively equal in talent with Riggi walking in the door, a woman named Alex Forrester. And, you know, you really don't necessarily recruit those kids. They recruit you to a greater degree. You know, Riggi, for example, walked in the summer between his junior and senior year and sat on our couch and said, if you guys get me into Yale, I'll come. It's where I want to go to school. That's a relatively atypical type of thing, but if a kid makes that type of commitment to you, you certainly want to do everything you can to help them through the process if they're academically qualified.
Are a fair number of the kids on the team, because there's no sports scholarships at Ivy League schools, do they get any academic help?
No, we don't have any academic aid either. That's a Yale policy. If Yale handed out academic scholarships, basically everybody would qualify for one of those too. So everything that we do is need-based, based on parent or student demonstrated need.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
All Ivy League schools do that?
Right.
Wow. Well, give me the makeup of the conference this year. What should we expect to see at the conference meet?
The conference is a little deeper this year, top to bottom. It's got some really good freshmen. It usually has good freshmen. And what we're all trying to do at this conference is try to crack into the top two. For a long, long time, for 35 years, Harvard or Princeton have finished first or second at our conference meet in regard to the Ivies. And so the battle historically has been between those guys and then everybody else for third. In a lot of cases, third around here can feel like a win. And from my standpoint, 2 years ago we were fifth at the meet. Last year we were fourth at the meet. So we're hoping to move up, and we're just going step by step here, incrementally, and trying to get up and compete with Harvard and Princeton. And since they're the only guys that have won the meet for the last 35 years, it's really just a matter of number one, getting to the point where we're competitive and or better than everybody else, and then stepping forward and sitting down and making the commitment to say, what are we willing to do programmatically here to get up and compete with those guys. And so we're not there yet, but we're making some progress.
Is there anything specific from a program standpoint in the swimming that you as a coach want to improve on and implement there?
It's everything. It's everything that we do, we're trying to improve. We're trying to recruit better kids. We're trying to be more connected with our alums. We're trying to raise more money. We're trying to build a new facility. Everything that everybody else is trying to do, we're trying to do here.
Hey, if that's a fast kid, you can take it.
I wish. More than likely, it's probably my wife trying to track me down.
You have to give Swimming World some credit, though, when they sign.
I will do that.
Well, Coach, thanks a lot for joining us. Good luck at the conference meet this week.
Peter, thanks for having me.
All right, that's Coach TimWise joining us in the Fenice Monitor from New Haven, Connecticut. That's it for today's show. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.